Okay, let's head back now to Florida. We have been watching the toxic relationship murder trial. This is against Daisy Link. We just watched her testimony. It was about the day that she fatally shot her boyfriend, although she says this all took place, it was self-defense. On the stand now is the defendant and victim's son, Pedro Jr. He's a minor, so we are not showing his face as he testifies. He's going to be testifying via Zoom. Let's go back in and watch that.
Pedro, can you tell us your full name?
Pedro Jimenez.
Who was your father? Pedro Jimenez?
Mm-hmm.
And who is your mother?
Okay.
So, Pedro, I want to ask you about a couple of incidents that happened about 3 years ago. Do you remember back in June of 2022, do you remember an incident where your mother got hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay. What can you tell me about that incident? What happened that night?
So, when Dad was knocking on our door, and he changed the lock, and my mom went to go see who it was, and when she saw it was him, she didn't answer the door because she was mad, and the door was unlocked, so he opened the door, and then he told he said, are you cheating on me? And my mom said, no, this is my cousin. And my dad pulled a gun out from his back pocket, and he pointed the gun at my mom, and he fired a shot, but he missed, and then he got around my mom and started hitting her on the head over and over with a gun, and my mom snapped it out of his hand, and then David kicked it away from him, so that made my mom and David all the time said they're being for my mom and everybody went to get out of the house.
Okay, so I want to back up a little bit. You mentioned somebody named David. Can you tell me who David is?
David was my mom's cousin.
Your mom's cousin? And so David was at your mom's house that night? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Can you tell me who else besides your mom and you and David, was there anybody else in your mom's house that night?
Yeah.
Who?
David's kids.
How many kids did David have with him? 4 kids? And what about your sister? Was she there too?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was you, your sister, David's kids, David, and your mom were at your mom's house, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, your dad showed up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at some point, you said that your dad was beating on your mom. Was he hitting her with something?
Yeah, he was hitting her with the one with the gun.
With what?
With the one with the gun.
Okay. Do you know how many times he hit her?
Like 5 times.
Okay. At some point, did he stop?
And only after my mom knocked the gun out of his hand.
So after the gun was knocked out of his hands, do you know if he ever got it back? If your dad ever got the gun back?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, and what happened when he got it back?
He did not there to stay with me without being with
Can you say it? Pedro, can you move your hands from your mouth so I can hear you? Can you repeat that for me, please?
He came back the next day, but he didn't bring the gun. He just said good night to us, to me and my sister. Wait, I'm not sure if he got a gun or not, but I don't remember. He said good night to me and my sister, and because we were watching a TV show in our mom's room,
Now this, what you just told me right now, this is on a different day than the day that your dad hit your mom with a gun, correct? Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right. I want to go back to the first day again. When your dad was hitting your mom, did you, at any point, did you say anything to him?
Yeah.
What did you say to your dad? You asked him to stop? All right. So on the other day where the police came to the house, do you remember that? And do you remember when it was that?
Judge, I'm gonna object.
I'm sorry, buddy. You said but I just want to make sure. What you just said, was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you remember when the police were at the house, right? Do you remember when the police took your mom?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you remember about that, about them taking your mom?
So, me and my sister, I woke up to screaming when I was morning, and I woke up my sister, and I told her, do you hear that? And she says, yeah. So we go to see what the noise was, and we see our mom, and then police officers are putting her in handcuffs. And they're saying, my mom is saying, I didn't do anything wrong, and they're just taking her away and telling her to be quiet. So they put her on the upper, and she starts screaming at us, and so she starts screaming at me and my sister. She says, oh, we're going to take me away, guys. And me and my sister, we get scared, and then the police officer says, you want to see my popcorn? And me and my sister say, yeah, sure. So we go and we're walking to this popcorn, and then we meet him, and he says, it's cool, and we say, yeah. And then he let us play with the light, but then we had to go back inside. We go outside the sides from the monkey.
Okay. Now, before this happened, had your mom put you and your sister in the bedroom? Is that a yes? Say it again?
Yes.
Okay. Did she lock you guys in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Now, I have a very important, serious question for you. I need you to tell the truth, all right? Do you know how to unlock the door when your mom locks you in the bedroom? Okay. You figured out how to do that, I guess. All right. All right, thank you, Pedro. Those are all the questions I have for right now. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, ask the last question.
Sorry, buddy. You just nodded.
All right, listening to the son on the stand, not the easiest to hear. He is testifying via a Zoom, but we did hear him say that he witnessed his father beating his mom with a gun. But we're going to continue to follow this. We're going to have more of Pedro Jr.'s testimony in what we're calling the toxic relationship murder trial. We got to take a short break. We'll be back. And welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Kelly Craft. Self-defense or murder? That's the question in the toxic relationship murder trial. This is for the defendant, Daisy Link. Prosecutors say the Florida woman murdered her boyfriend, Pedro Jimenez. But Link says she was acting in self-defense. Right now, Pedro Jimenez Jr., the son of the defendant and the victim, he has been testifying. He's on Zoom. He's a minor, so we are not showing his face. But we're able to listen to a bit of his testimony. Let's go back in for more.
I have to ask you this stuff because the court reporter is writing everything down, so they need to hear the word yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Very briefly, Judge.
You can cross.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? I just have a couple questions for you, okay? Do you know why you're in court today? Why are you in court today? To get your mom out of where she is right now? Do you know where she is right now? When your dad lived or wasn't on the road, 'cause he was a trucker, right? Can you hear me? Your dad was a trucker, right? And when he wasn't home, or when he wasn't on the road, he lived with you, right?
Everybody didn't live there.
What do you mean by that?
He didn't live there. He lived in his truck, but he would come visit us, me and my sisters sometimes.
Yeah, when he wasn't in his truck, he would stay at your house, right? Is that a yes?
His husband would stay at his mom's house.
Okay. Do you remember talking to me yesterday? Do you remember telling me something different yesterday? Do you? I'm asking you. I can't answer for you. Okay. You live with your grandma right now, right? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Sorry, you remember my friend from yesterday with the long hair? He needs to make sure that we get everything on the record, okay? And you live with your grandma, right?
Yeah.
And your grandma wasn't there when your dad hit your mom, right? You talk to your grandma about once a week about what happened, right? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
And sometimes you forget about what happens that day, right? And when you forget about that day, your grandma tells you what happened, right? Even though she wasn't there, right? Okay, I have no further questions, Judge.
All right, can you redirect?
Hey, Pedro. So, when we're doing this trial process, I ask the questions first, then Alex asks the questions, and now I get to ask the questions again, so that's why I'm doing this again. You said that you talked to your grandmother, or your grandmother talks to you about what happened, right? Now, I want to be clear. Everything that you told us here today, is it something that somebody else told you to say, or is this what you remember? Okay, so when you were asked a moment ago about your grandmother correcting you, what are we talking about when you said that?
Like, I would say something wrong, like, and she would say, oh, that's not what this is what.
Can you give me an example? So you thought that your dad tried to shoot your mom twice, but it was only once, right? He missed. And you saw that happen, right? Do you remember what it sounded like when he fired the shot?
Yeah.
Was it, what was it, can you describe it for me?
It wasn't like
Thank you for answering my questions. And listen, for whatever it's worth, whatever happens, you're going to be just fine. You believe me? Good. All right, thanks, buddy.